Howdy, y'all. I'm at the river. The river always gets me right. Like, literally. I just took my walk and walked over the cute little bridge with the turtles sitting on a stick in the river. There was a lady out there looking like she was doing Tai Chi. It was beautiful to watch as I was walking. Of course, as closer and closer I got, and she finished up her routine and walked across the street. Looks like she may live downtown. There's all kind of growth over there on the other side of the river. Apartments, condos. They have a beautiful view. So, of all the concerts that go on in this Panther Island parking lot. Watching people now. About to read my book. Stopping time. While my hair blows in the wind as it constantly blows out of my head. Yeah, it's still shedding. So I don't know what's going on with me. But, maybe it's just an age thing. Maybe this is what happens. I don't know. I've never been 60 before. So this is a first. And it's beautiful. Gnats. Walkers and joggers and joggers and walkers and runners. Oh my. Yep. So I'm in such a good place right now. I needed this. I parked here several times before and do the walk, go see the murals up under the bridge, and then walk back, go that way, come back to the car. And I needed this. My body needed it because I just been putting it off for far too long. So back at it. Also took a look at the events that are coming up. So they've got like a full roster of events from September to October the 25th, and it's a sign right behind me. And basically I took a picture of it so that I can remember and kind of, So anyway, I'll read these off to you. September the 1st, today is August the 28th. Yesterday was my brother's birthday. The day before that, my nephew Mondo's birthday. And of course, the love of my life, August 24th, my son William's birthday. And his dad and his daughter Talia are on the 31st. So we've got lots of, and then of course my Kaylin, who I miss, and his is August the 1st. So there's a lot of August. There's more in my family. My cousin Cassandra, who passed away. My first cousin, who was like my sister. I still miss her. And if you remember, you don't have to because half y'all ain't watching. But for the family, hi Tasha. If you remember when I sent that book, a poetry book to Malika's son, that's Sandra's grandson. So my first cousin, Sandra, who I grew up in the house with, because my mother raised her, a big portion of her life. She was living with us. And I know her grandson, and she doesn't, because she passed away around 35 years old. His name is Cree. Hi, Cree. I love you. I love your mom. I love you, Malika. And, of course, I was reading off the roster. I'd be going down family things, but I got the most beautiful messages from my son William today. And I had to actually pull over because I was coming over here to the river to do my walk and do some reading. But I was looking at his messages while I was at a stoplight, and my eyes were so watery that I couldn't see, and I had to come over to this side, to Panther Island, because I was going to go to the Hewlin side and walk over there where I used to do my 10 miles and everything. So anyway, I got all these beautiful pictures, him jumping off the cliff in Oregon, and kids at the beach, and Nicole, his wife. It was just an abundance of pictures. And the books that he's been reading, books he wants to read, or up next, on his TBR. And then only one of those I had on my shelf, and I think it was like the fourth, whatever. There was another book that he got, and I already had the first one, and then he hipped me to the second one, so I bought that. And I wanted to read it with them when they were here, but I think that's when they were leaving. So I'm gonna get those books off my shelf that I already have that he recommended, and I'm gonna read those, and then look into all. I mean, he sent me so many books, Rex, of things that he's read, been reading. Just I love it. Y'all know I love that, and to have reading kids. Y'all have to forgive me because I'm 100% in love with my children, and I'm getting old. I'm 60, so they're gonna be all right because they did a lot of work themselves. You can only do so much as a parent, and then when you have a child or children that are receptive to your messages and even want to talk to you, like I talk to Dante on the regular, like face to face on the phone, because it's interesting to him, and it's interesting, I mean, when you're interested in seeing somebody's face, and he needs that, and I need that, and he recognizes that, I think, and I recognize it in him. And then my kids, each one of them, give me what I need when they know I need it. And it's not just for me, it's also for them, because I always felt blessed when I knew that my mother was well taken care of by my sister. And it's just, oh Lord, it's a lot. It is a lot, because you're never not a mom, which is such a blessing already. And somebody else walking, but everybody's got on their headphones and earphones and what have you. And you better walk, sir. But anyway, the roster here at anyway, I love my children, and I want them to live forever. And I believe in the truth. The truth is the truth because it is the truth. It is the absolute. It is my foundation, and it is what grounds me spiritually, mentally, and physically, because I want to be here long enough to constantly continue my Bible studies and get back to, I was going to my Sunday meetings and got this job, and now I work Sundays, and so I'm buying my time basically. So the more time I keep this schedule now, then I can put in a bid for another schedule so I can go back to my meetings. Because I remember and I didn't tell anybody at my meeting, like my spiritual brothers and sister that I used to study with, I didn't tell them that this would, because y'all just don't know. I talk a lot, but I don't talk a lot, if you understand that. So anyway, when I go to the meetings, I get all the spiritual food I need, and then I kind of leave. Like, I can't sometimes be that close and with so many people around, and then sometimes I can. So I enjoy it when I do it 100%. Just am able to just make my rounds and talk to people, or usually people make their rounds and come and talk to me, and then I can leave. So I kind of purposely, wait around for that. And then times when I'm anxious and my anxiety's bad, I get what I need and I stay the whole service, and then I leave. And so the last time I was there, I was like, wow, I'm getting ready to work Sundays. I won't be able to come back on Sundays like I've been doing. And so I miss them, and I know as soon as I go back and get my schedule changed, I was going to say shift change and schedule change at the same time, and it sounded like a bad word, but anyway, when I get that schedule change and I get back to going on Sundays, I know the people that I sit by all the time are going to hug me and say they miss me. And I'm so ready for that again. Like, and even though I'm missing it, I pray daily. And I listen to the Bible. I read the Word. I'm always inspired. And I'm always in conversation with Jehovah. Whew. And one thing that I used to be afraid of is I thought all the books that I had on my shelf that are non-spiritual, which is most of them, because I got loads of spiritual books, but you know, sometimes you just need that one book, the actual word. And I used to think all the stuff that I was reading, I used to pray about it to Jehovah, like, please don't get upset about the things that I'm reading. Please don't let it upset you. It doesn't affect my life in a way that I'm going to go out and do anything strange or go back to being the type of person maybe that I was. And you know, I've been married, I've been cheated on, I've cheated myself. I mean, I'm not ever afraid to admit my wrongs to anybody because I'm human and ain't nobody better than me, and I'm no better than anybody because Dr. Jim Shores, my stepfather, my father, the only father I know, is told me that. When he told me that, it's stuck, because I literally thought he was better than most humans on earth. But he humbled me and by just constantly talking to me. And I will never give up reading because that's the foundation that my mother put in me by taking me to the library and giving me books. And then my father having all those books and being a professor. And gratefully, my sister Sabrina gave me one of his college books on criminal law and criminal justice, and that I still have on my shelf right now today. So that's why I love the law. I owe it to that man. And there's a lot of law and obedience in the Bible, and it connects me to things that I grew up. My love for books, of course I'm going to love the Bible. So I'm grateful to my mother and my father who instilled in me to start a book and finish it. And I've started and finished the Bible several times, and I'm grateful for that. And I understand it in a way that every single time that I read it, no matter where I'm at in my life, it enhances and it just grows because the Word is alive. If you know, you know. The Word is alive. And you know what that means. And it keeps deepening and meaning more and more and more. So I'm grateful to my son for reaching out to me today and giving me all those pictures. One thing they're going to do is send me pictures, is because they know I love getting pictures of my son and my grandkids. And so when he gives me pictures, he don't just send like one picture or two pictures. He sends me like pages. I'm still looking at the first part. I'm sitting here now, done did my walk and came back and talking to y'all, and I still haven't. He sent me so many pictures that I had to delete stuff on my phone. So they're still coming through, and I'm still trying to download them. And yeah. So Tasha, I love you. And I will see you next week. I'm trying to go to see my daughter on my days. Actually, when I get off of work Tuesday, I got to make sure I check with her schedule. But I'm driving from my job to see my daughter, which is the reason why I got this job, thanks to DJ, her little brother, their little brother, my baby. He's like, Mom, why don't you work here? I was like, yeah, because you'll be better, you'll be closer to Tasha. I was like, I'll be closer to my baby. I just wanted a job where I can, because we already live 3 hours away from her. That's nothing. But I want to see her on a more regular basis. And so now I've broken it down to an hour and a half. I'm hour and 45 minutes to hour and 50 minutes. And I took a whole hour and 10, 15, 20 minutes off of it, depending on the traffic, to go see my baby girl, my only girl. So I just want to go with and take her to lunch, go downtown because she knows my favorite. I love Oklahoma City. That park down there is so precious, and the city is always clean and beautiful, which I've said on here a million times, but I'm just grateful. And so I get to see her soon, and actually next week. So today is Thursday, my second day off. I'll go back to work tomorrow, and I'll be spending a lot of time. I was gonna get another apartment, but I think what I'm gonna do is do like an extended stay, maybe once a month, to alleviate me from driving every month, 5 days a week. I'm tired of it. So I've been looking at some places that are very close, and one thing I love about Denton, Texas is I discover something new every single time I go there. And just Tuesday night when I got off of work, I went to Denton, of course, and it was just really cool. It was like I'm discovering Denton more and more, so that I don't feel like I just need to go to the square and have coffee or have something to eat. I can venture out. So anyway, the lineup on September the 1st through October 25th here at Panther Island. September 1st, Tarrant County Labor Fest, which is cool. I want to come see that maybe. I don't even know what day the 1st is. I think it's, I don't know. Anyway, I'll look. Anyway, September 20th, TRWD Trash Bash. I don't know what a trash bash is, but I'm going to look it up, and I'll let y'all know maybe. And then October 16th, Turnstile. I don't know what that is either. I'll look it up. October 17th, the Fight Against Suicide. I understand that. Are they going to do like a talk out here, a walk, a marathon? I don't know. October 25th is the Justice Run. So that makes sense because they do runs out here all the time. Right? So self-explanatory. All right, you guys, I just love it. I love Tarrant County. I'm glad to still be living in Dallas-Fort Worth, and I'm never leaving this area until I leave this area. I keep wanting to, like, say I, like, retire and maybe get my retirement or Social Security at 62. I got 2 more years to do early, because I know life is not promised. I might not even get to 62. If I get to 62, and then what, they raised it to 67 to get the full amount? Baby, who said I was going to get to 67? My mother passed at 67. And I know the last video I made, I said if I get to 67 and I die, or I'm gone, then, I mean, you can't help but accept that you're going to be dead. What you going to do? Come back alive and say, see, I told y'all I was good? No, it's just going to be gone. But right now, I want my kids to live forever, and they know what that means to me. And I want to live forever, because this ain't the end. This is not what God's purpose was. So Wednesdays and Thursdays, I came out here at like noon, or was it? No, it wasn't. It was, girl, I'm lying. It's 11:33 right now. I came out and started my walk at 10:45 a.m. It's 11:33 right now, so I just did a very small walk. Went down there, went way down there, which ain't really way, not for me, because I got my second win, and I was like, you know what? I'm trying to watch my knee, because I danced this morning, and I danced yesterday, and I popped my knee a little bit, my left knee, and it's swollen. So today I was like, I can walk on a swollen knee, and it'll help loosen up my body. So I did some dancing at home, and then stretching, and then did walk and stretched after I walked. So I'm good. And so I'll do that on my days off, be able to come to the same spots that I'm always coming to on Trinity River. And it's so huge that you can find a different spot all the time. So I wanted to go to Hewlin, but getting that message from my son, I was like, I'll just go downtown, because I was downtown at the stoplight when I got his messages, and they just kept flowing in. I was like, oh, I gotta stop, I can't see. I'm crying, I got tears in my eyes. I cannot see. So I hope this video is not a bust, because the wind is blowing. I don't know if you guys can hear me. My voice sounds a little ragged. On my days off, I don't talk a lot unless I make a video. And, you know, the little conversations that me and DJ have early in the morning are very short because, you know, he done worked all gosh darn night. So it's usually quiet as a river. Yes, this is the very river that Leon Bridges is talking about. Take me to your river. I wanna know. Oh, take me. It better be. Like, girl, I was talking about the river in Louisiana where my mom grew up. No, he talking about Tarrant County, Trinity River, Fort Worth, Panther City. That's exactly where I'm at. All right, so I'm gonna go, you guys. I'm gonna read my book, and I will talk to y'all some other time. Bye.